So you're a dog owner in Washington, D.C. You already know it's an amazing city for a pup. But yeah, it definitely has its own set of challenges. This is your guide to finding the right dog trainer to help you and your best friend take on the city like pros.
First up, we're going to talk about what it even means to have a confident DC dog. Then we'll get into the details of finding a trainer that's a perfect match for you. After that, we'll cover what to expect for costs and methods, and we'll finish up with some local rules and resources you need to know about right here in the district.
All right, let's start with the end goal in mind, right? A happy, confident dog that really loves living in the nation's capital. Because good training, it isn't just about sit and stay. It's about setting your dog up for success in this busy, vibrant city we call home.
Yeah, if you've ever tried to walk through DuPont Circle during brunch or taken a stroll near the monuments on a sunny Saturday, you know exactly what this is talking about. The energy in DC is incredible, but it really asks a lot of our dogs. They need a special set of skills to handle it all, without getting stressed out. And this is really the heart of it. We're not just trying to fix bad behaviors, we're building confidence. A well-trained dog is a dog that isn't overwhelmed by city life, which makes every single walk, every trip to a friend's place, every outing just easier and a lot more fun for both of you.
Okay, so where do you find the right person to help you get there? Let's walk through step by step how to find that perfect training match for you and your pup.
First things first, you got to get clear on your own goals. Are you starting from square one with a brand new puppy? Or are you maybe working with an older dog on one or two specific issues? Knowing your dog's age and what you're most concerned about is going to point you in the right direction from the very beginning.
You know, training isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. Basic obedience, that's your foundation. Puppy training is all about early socialization and getting ahead of problems. And then there's behavior modification. That's for the more complex stuff, like leash reactivity or separation anxiety, which, let's be honest, can be pretty common in a busy city.
And next, you have to think about what actually fits your schedule and your life. In-home lessons, they're amazing for tackling problems right where they happen. Group classes are great for socialization. Day training can really speed things up, and a board and train is sort of that total immersion option. Now, let's talk about the how, the actual philosophy behind the training. You're going to hear the term positive reinforcement a lot, and for good reason. It's a reward-based method. And it's not just about being nice to your dog. It's about building a solid foundation of trust, which is way more effective in the long run than methods based on fear or intimidation.
I know, this looks like a bowl of alphabet soup, but these letters really do matter. Things like KPA, CTP from the Karen Pryor Academy, that tells you the trainer focuses on positive, skills-based teaching. Others, like from the IAABC, often mean a trainer specializes in tougher behavior issues like reactivity or fear. Seeing any of these credentials just shows that a trainer is serious about their education and professional standards.
So when you're ready to reach out to a trainer, have these questions handy. Their answers are going to tell you a whole lot about their style and if they're a good match. I'd pay close attention to that third one, how they're going to tailor the plan specifically for your dog living this DC lifestyle.
All right, let's get into the practical side of things. What different training formats look like, and of course, what you can expect to pay for them here in the district. So, two of the most popular ways to go are in-home training or group classes. In-home is perfect if you want to work on specific issues in your own apartment or on your own block. On the other hand, group classes are a really affordable way to practice focusing around other dogs and people, which is a key city skill.
And here's a look at the average cost for different training services you'll find around DC for 2025. Yeah, the prices are generally a little bit higher here than you might find in the suburbs, and that really just comes down to the higher cost of running a business in the city.
Okay, for our last section, let's bring it all back home. Knowing the local rules and having some great spots to practice what you're learning is going to make a huge difference. These are pretty much the big four you need to know. First, leashes are required everywhere in DC unless you are inside a designated dog park. Licensing your dog is mandatory. And yeah, that barking one, excessive barking can actually become a formal complaint, especially with how close we all live in row houses and apartments. It's all part of being a good DC neighbor.
And that licensing thing? It's really straightforward. It's just $15 a year if your dog is spayed or neutered. It's a super easy box to check to make sure you're all set with the city.
So once you're training, you'll need places to put those new skills to the test. Think of the National Mall as an advanced class. It is the perfect place to work on staying calm and focused with tons of tourists, activity, and distractions all around.
For a totally different vibe, you've got Rock Creek Park. The trails there are absolutely ideal for getting that loose leash walking down pat, especially when you're passing joggers, bikers, and other dogs.
And for any off-leash practice, you'll want a designated spot like the S Street Dog Park. If you go during the quieter hours, it's a safe, contained space to really nail down your recall and work on those polite greetings with other dogs.
When it comes down to it, putting the time and effort into finding the right training is really an investment in your life together here. It can turn things that feel stressful about city living into just simple, enjoyable parts of your day.
Good luck with your search. We're wishing you so many happy walks past those crowded patios, lots of calm moments in busy parks, and plenty of peaceful evenings at home with your awesome, well-trained best friend.